What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another sort of informational Ratchet & Clank video. Today I'll be discussing and sharing some ideas that I have regarding Ratchet & Clank PS4 multiplayer. To start off with, multiplayer has not been confirmed and is most likely not going to be present in the game when it releases. But it could always be added in the future, so these are just some of the ideas and cool things that I would like to see in the game. So starting off, in Ratchet & Clank PS4, it would be pretty awesome to see a combination of like all the past Ratchet & Clank multiplayers. So you got Up Your Arsenal, Gladiator, All for One, Full Frontal Assault. So a co-op option, a 2v2 sort of tower defense option like Full Frontal Assault or Q-Force, as well as just the basic game modes we've seen in the past Ratchet & Clanks. I'm gonna split this into segments and cover different parts of the multiplayer because it's a big thing to have a multiplayer in a game, and there'll be heaps of areas that I would need to cover. So I'm just gonna split it into segments rather than just saying everything. So let's start off. So first I'll start off with the character and ranking system. So this will sound pretty similar to Call of Duty, but honestly most multiplayer first-person shooters, online games are like Call of Duty. So you would begin your character, or your career of multiplayer, whatever, by choosing a character from a huge character selection menu. So this will be most likely most of the characters that are in the game as an option for you to choose. But once you've chosen that character, you're able to customize and make the character unique to yourself. So let's say you picked Ratchet. You could change some of his facials, so like his eyes, mouth, cheeks, etc. Maybe you could even change the color of his fur. But it would just have such an in-depth customization that once you have created your character and fully customized it, it would be completely different to any other character ever made. But once you have created, you would start out at rank 1 or level 1. There would be around, say, 100 to 1,000 levels possibly, and like 10 or 50 ranks. So this is sort of like COD and most first-person shooters, but you would start out with very basic weaponry systems. So like, say you just have the combustor. But as you level up and rank up, you unlock new weapons and modifications to modify the weapon. So level 1000 would most likely unlock you the Rhino. I know that would be pretty OP, but we'll get on with that. We'll talk about that later on. But as you rank up, you would also be able to unlock certain armor pieces that give you certain abilities. So for example, you could have, so there would be heaps of armors, right? Like not the past Ratchet & Clank where you get like 3 armor sets. No, you'd have like not billions, okay. Probably like, at least 20 armor sets, and like different, you can mix and match different sets of each piece of armor. So like head, chest, leggings, boots. That's like the basic ones for most games. Minecraft. So for example, you could have boots and that give you more speed but less armor points, or you could have like a helmet that gives you like night vision or something. I don't know, something like that. But your character would also be able to choose a special ability. So this is sort of like Black Ops 3 specialists work, but I mean that doesn't really matter. So as you rank up, you would be able to unlock more of your special ability and grow like sort of an upgrade tree of it. This would be pretty amazing and cool for the game. The games and matches would also most definitely have to be level and or skill based, as the guy that has a max level Rhino might be just a little more stronger and just a little more advantage over a newbie that's level 1. But just a little, not too much. Okay, so now I'll get on with the game modes. So game modes don't have to be too crazy, but they could be pretty basic but still unique to Ratchet & Clank. So the obvious death matches, tower defense, but one that I would like to see would be Siege. So if you guys know what Siege is, in Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal you had Siege, which is really unique to Ratchet & Clank in my opinion, and it's pretty cool. So basically you would have 2 teams, 2 bases, different nodes across the map where you would conquer, and you can like take advantage of the defenses and respawn there, and then you eventually would go to the other base and destroy their core. So that's pretty much Siege. It's pretty basic, but it's pretty fun. So I would like to also see hoverboard racing matches. So this would probably not just be a side sort of multiplayer. Maybe you could have like different boards and stuff, but that would be a completely different side. I won't go into that now. Just free for all, and oh yeah, this one. Ship battles and space wars. Oh my god, would this be so much fun? Ship battles and space wars, being able to fight in your ship, having upgraded your ship and everything. Oh, that'd be amazing. So those are just some of the game modes. However, let's talk about once you're in the game and what happens. So you would start out with, say, well, not say, but you would definitely start out with 0 bolts, and you would go around kill either real enemies or NPCs and get bolts from that. And once you have enough bolts, depending on the game mode you're playing, you can purchase weapons that you have unlocked from the Gadgetron vendors. Like, you can buy some of the weapons that you've unlocked through your ranking system through the Gadgetron vendors, which will be just located on the map in random areas. So if you're playing Siege, for example, you could also buy like traps, turrets, shields, troops, and all that good stuff from Full Frontal Assault. But basically, the quicker you get those bolts, the quicker you'll dominate the enemy. So now let's cover something that would be awesome to see in multiplayer, and this is one that I really want to see. Competitive Ratchet and Clank, yes. So there should be a competitive arena mode. So say 1 hour long matches average, because this would basically be a combination of everything in the multiplayer. So there'd be 2 teams of maybe 4, and they would start out on 2 different planets. So 2 completely different planets, and they have to conquer bases and nodes around the maps, and eventually gain enough bolts to purchase a spaceship. You could upgrade your weapons and eventually go into space, and then once you've gone into space, you can conquer more space nodes. And these nodes, by the way, are like defense zones, so you guys know. And once they become under your control, you can set up defenses and attack stuff from there. However, you can only respawn on nodes on your home planet once you conquered, say, 60% of the nodes in space. You can start spawning in space. But anyways, the objective is to fly to the other's planet and basically destroy their core in their base. Now obviously this will be one hell of a long game, but that's why it's competitive. It takes strategy and time to think how you're going to attack your enemy and what you're going to purchase in order to win the match. So are you going to purchase defenses and fight the attackers off, or are you going to get as much bolts and spend them on weapons and tricking out your spaceship to destroy them completely? This actually, now that I think of it, might be better to do 6v6 or up to 10v10. Otherwise, it might take quite a while, because it would be huge. But once you've reached the enemy base, you would have to destroy as much of their defenses as you can and annihilate the core of the base, which will ultimately give you victory. However, there would be a time limit. Say 90 minutes? We wouldn't want the games to go on too long. Well, I wouldn't want the games, I don't know why I said we. But after this time limit, if no base is defeated, then I think the winner should just be the guy that has the most points. So what I'm saying by points is that this will be calculated throughout the amount of nodes you've conquered, the amount of bolts you have, the amount of weapons, the amount of attacks, and the amount of defense, your ship, and all that, and it would all go into account, sort of like how All For One calculated the points when you would do a certain mission and award someone. It would be, but that would how it would work. So that's pretty much the competitive, but I've only touched on some parts of it, and this would be an amazing game type, and if it existed, I would full try to be one of the best at it, and be at least on the top 100 ladderboard, and full make like a full team where we would go out and like destroy some people. But I would try to go on the top 100 ladderboard. It could even be become proper competitive and go MLG even. Yeah, it's probably not going to go MLG. I'm going off topic. That would most likely not happen. So finally, I'll just cover the maps. There should be around 12 to 24 maps in general for the normal game modes, and probably around like 6 competitive maps, as they're like, because they're going to be really big maps, because they're going to have like 2 planets or maybe more, and a combination of the space as well with it. So it wouldn't have to have too many maps. So I said 6 would be probably maximum. I wouldn't want to see more than that. But it would give more variety and allow for different strategies on different maps. So as you guys can see, I'm actually super hyped for this game, and I would really like to see a multiplayer. It would just add so much more depth to the game, and it would make us play the game for so much longer. Like honestly, a lot longer. I would probably play the game for like a year straight, not playing any other game or anything. Well, not straight, but like just playing the game for like a year. I have like 50 days of playtime on it. Okay, not 50, but I'm going off topic again. But hopefully we'll see this like maybe as a DLC or an add-on. I honestly don't care how much they put it as, if they do make it a DLC, but I would buy it in less than a blink of an eye, even if it's like $100. Like it's more expensive, double the price of the actual game. Yeah. So that's it for the video, guys. This was sort of a longer video, but I pretty much covered everything as quick as possible. But I just wanted to let you guys know some of the multiplayer ideas in the shortest amount of time as possible that I have, and I really want to share this with you guys, as I want to see this like really bad. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. Hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more of these types of videos, as well as my playthrough completion series once the game comes out April 12th. So hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and this is once again Legit MHX signing out.